What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and today we've got to discuss FUT Champs, and it's very possible this turns into an angry rant. I've got a lot of built-up frustration. In fact, if you guys have been frustrated or you agree with some of the points I'm about to make, drop a thumbs up on this video. We're going to use that as a measuring variable with how people are really feeling deep down inside about FUT Champs. As a content creator, I always do my best to speak from a subscriber perspective. I just want to throw that out there as we get into the first point. 40 games, EA?
40 games, EA? 40 games, EA?
I understand you want us to consume your title, but you're going to burn everybody out. 40 games every weekend on average, and this is if you're going quickly. You're going to be able to finish 3 games per hour, and that's based on you've got rage quits, you've got games that are going to go to extra time, penalty kicks, you might change your squad around, matchmaking, and so forth and so on. Each match is going to be 15 to 20 minutes. So this means if you wish to complete all 40 games at the quickest possible rate, you're looking at 13 to 14 hours out of the 48 of your weekend. And when I look at my timeline on Twitter, content creators, people that are playing the game, people that love FIFA are complaining everywhere, and it's not a coincidence. It's just too much. Add an additional day. I think they should make 40 games within the week. I want to play focused FIFA. I don't want to try to burn through 20 games in a day and then another 20 the next day. That will never be the best Dirty Mike. And yes, I'm speaking in third person. It just won't. It's not possible. That's not how it works for me. I got to take breaks. I got to get up and move around. I want to go outside during my weekends. Don't punish me because I want to play in your game mode. I want to put in that time. I want to get the rewards. Don't turn this into who could sit at home for the most hours every single weekend. And it's an endurance test versus being maybe the best players, because people are going to have to go out of town, spend time with their family. Maybe they got a girlfriend, wife, kids. Other obligations happen in life outside of FIFA. EA, work with us here. The point I'm making is that 40 games is too much. In fact, I believe Japes tweeted out that if you only played FUT Champions throughout the entire year, you were looking at over 2,000 matches completed. Logically, it doesn't make sense, and you cannot expect people to play this much FIFA throughout the year. You're gonna ruin your title by Christmas. If you recall, EA stressed dedicated servers.
Dedicated servers. Dedicated servers.
That means you're not going to have lag, delay, disconnections. I have heavy delay, and I can tell it's server delay. Because when I'm having problems, once again, on Twitter, everybody's having problems. When I get disconnected, once again, on Twitter, everyone's getting disconnected. So what's happening, EA? Are you going to come out and say something publicly? Are you not able to handle this many people playing, even with all the different regions? This is another reason EA should stretch this out for a few more days. Because you can't handle it during the weekend. You can't. And there's more evidence. When it's time to give those rewards out, last couple weeks, reward day, and I mean these servers and menus are moving so slow. We've already seen some maintenance. We've seen our first mini patch, but I cannot have slow servers, button delay that's built into the game. And if you haven't experienced button delay, then you just haven't played FUT Champions or a lot of FIFA yet, because it happens when you're passing, when you're trying to make quick movements, when you're dribbling, when you're winding up a shot that's definitely going to score. It's going to be in the back of the net. How can the game not be responsive? We've never had this type of issue, at least in my opinion, the last few years, whether it was a good title, a bad title, or somewhere in between. I'm not accustomed to button delay within the actual gameplay. Not lag, not delay because of the distance of the connection. I'm talking about button delay every match, regardless of who I'm playing, where they live. I feel like I would have button delay sitting next to somebody. We're playing a LAN event. That's not a good look. What's the criteria for skill points, and how does that affect matchmaking? Is it a matter of who's the best bus driver? Who can sit back and put 8 people behind the ball? Let me know. I want to know. In fact, FUT Champions would be great if it was one weekend every month. If you got to grind out those 40 games, everybody's going to be pumped up. You're going to have people looking forward to it even more so throughout this year because there's more on the line. EA, let's talk about gameplay. I have never experienced in any past FIFA installment so much park the bus and then custom tactics that also allow for your defensive back line to sit in your own box and then people pray for the counter. How many matches are you playing an opponent that's not trying to win, they're just playing not to lose? That's the worst feeling, going into a match where it's a mutual understanding that your opposition's not going to try to outplay you. He's not going to try to beat you in FIFA. And this is a good title. He's just going to sit back and hope that he gets a lucky counter, that he might get a corner kick, that he scores some sort of bullshit goal that allows him then to put everybody into the defense. I'm talking 10 behind the ball. Nobody's attacking. And they're going to go into the corner and utilize that 360 shield feature that you brought into FIFA 17. I can put down the controller on defense. I do not need to defend. As long as I'm ready to attack, I don't have to move my defenders. They will cover up everything. The AI contain and the AI's natural defending is unbelievable. Whether it's they're blocking the shots, they're making tackles on their own, they don't move out of position. Something must be done about the Park the Bus combined with the AI defending. And yes, I made a video on how to beat Park the Bus. And I win the majority of the games where I play against somebody that's on Park the Bus. But I don't enjoy FIFA anymore. You're ruining the game. If you've got other people in your life, what do you tell them? You can't really explain FIFA Rage. When Messi climbs and wins a header over Boateng on a corner kick, and that was the only opportunity you had in the match, how do you articulate that to someone who doesn't understand FIFA? Let's go into more detail about our Park the Bus friends. And don't tell me how in real life teams park the bus. Okay, then let's play a FIFA game for 90 minutes. Let's see how well your Park the Bus does for 90 minutes. I bet you I break through plenty times. EA, stop with the AI defending. Get a new patch out, make people have to manually jockey a little bit, and punish them. If they don't move a player, then you should be able to sprint through there. If they don't move a player, you should be able to hit them with a pass, and go. You don't want a title that's too simple and doesn't have longevity. Let me give you an example. Because Pokemon Go is not complex, it's more of a community game where it was really cool for the first month. And after that, I've deleted it, and I'm not the only one. It's done because it doesn't have more to it. It doesn't have a lot of depth. It's not there. I don't want to see FIFA go down that route. I know that's maybe an extreme comparison. Wait, back to the Park the Bus opponents. Don't tweet me. Don't message me. You can't feel proud about yourself. I know that you got small hands and you got small feet, and if you see what I'm implying, yes, that's exactly what I mean. I could never be excited to play FIFA knowing that I'm not going to attack. Don't try to convince me that you leave the house during the week or the weekend. Don't try to convince me that you've got beautiful women lined up and you're taking them out on dates and that's where you spend your spare time. No, come on, man. You have to be a whack person in real life to enjoy playing Park the Bus in FIFA. That correlation is real. And don't say it's just a game. If you're watching my content, then obviously you see FIFA a little bit more than just a game, because you're consuming content to learn more about the game, or to talk about it, or to discuss it, or to join a community. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's sort of ironic. Most of the time, I'm dreading the next FIFA patch. But at this point, I'm ready to start a petition. I'd love to see the contain button removed from FIFA. Just never helped the title. That was one of the worst additions to FIFA. It was basically a command for people that have no idea how to play defense and don't want to take the time to learn. Here, hold this. That'll help you out. Hold this. When I look at esports, you've got to start with Riot and League of Legends. They were pioneers. They revolutionized gaming where you're packing out arenas. You have millions of viewers. And FIFA's a top 5 title. We should be paralleling, yes, Riot and League of Legends. But we need EA to support, which seems like something they're interested in doing this year, finally. EA has to listen to the consumers, and it will take constant updates, but you want to have a title where people look forward to coming back home from school or work and they want to play. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop a thumbs up. And in the comments, how do you feel about FUT Champions? What do you like? What do you dislike? What would you change? But I'll have a lot more coming your way ASAP.